near the prison close to the epicenter. This sweet potato field is completely burned, but if you dig into the ground, you can find the sweet potatoes still alive, but their size remains the same as at the time of the atomic bombing. The entire hill behind the cathedral, 700 meters from the epicenter, is covered with sweet potato fields. Feebly looking stems were beginning to shoot out in this vicinity. If you dig, you would find that stems which existed at the time of the atomic explosion were completely burnt, and that new stems are growing out of the potatoes themselves. There were also many deformed leaves and stems around here. To add a few remarks, in the sweet potato fields in the rear of the cathedral, various studies were possible as to the effects of penetrating radiation on sweet potatoes. Due to the fact that there are slopes of varying degrees facing the detonation center, the amount of radiation received by plants varied greatly. We found accordingly various kinds of potatoes, those which do not even have buds to those which grow normally. The farther removed the sweet potato fields are from the epicenter, the better is their state of recovery. In the hills behind the medical college, about 1 kilometer from the epicenter, the sweet potato stems were dried up by heat, but those hidden in the ground were alive, and new stems have sprouted from them. The crop was comparatively good. Mr. Furuno, chief of the agricultural section of the Nagasaki prefectural government at the time, lost his wife and daughter when his house, located 300 meters from the epicenter, was wiped out by the explosion. Determined to stay where his house had stood, he planted buckwheat in his yard on August 13, only 4 days after the disaster. The buckwheat is growing without showing the least sign of abnormality. Since then, Furuno has planted wakegi, a kind of onion, and this too is growing normally. Experimental gardens were started in various places in Nagasaki by the Faculty of Agriculture of the Kyushu Imperial University to study the effect of radioactivity produced by the bomb on the growth of rapeseed, Japanese white radish, barley, buckwheat, broad beans, and other plants. Every one of them is growing well, as if no atomic bomb had ever fallen in the vicinity. Cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, for a moment tragic scenes of devastation, have begun to recover with the passage of time. Slowly but surely, efforts toward construction are being made. Insufficient though the studies of the scientists may have been, they have given hope and light to these cities and their citizens. day may come when atomic energy, used for the first time in the world for strategic military purposes, will be utilized toward the ends of peace and the happiness of all mankind. So is it desired, so is it hoped, and so is it believed.